May 2nd, 2025, I'm John. Moving forward in this channel, I'm going to be documenting my manifestations each day. I'll be making a video each day regarding the law of assumption and applying that to my life via Elmer O. Locker Jr.'s videos on YouTube. And just today I joined his school community, which I've just kind of tip of the iceberg with that. I've done a couple things on there, but and it looks pretty legit and pretty cool. So I'm pleasantly surprised after I joined that. But I just wanted to go over how I came across the law of assumption and what has happened over the course of the last month to lead me up to present day and making this initial video. So about a month ago, maybe a little bit longer, could be 5 weeks, I'm not sure. But I was in a super dark place. Just imagine, whatever a dark place for you would be mentally. I was there. It was like worst case scenario. Wasn't sure if I wanted to, breathe air anymore, to put it lightly. And, it really wasn't because I have, I'm married, I have a beautiful wife, I have 3, great kids, and, we have a dog and a cat, and, a lot of people would say we're living comfortably, but I felt like I could do more, I can be more, and I've had that feeling for as long as I can remember. And so, when you're just constantly feeling like you can be more and do more, and things just kind of stay the same, it takes a toll. It takes a toll on you. Maybe some of you have experienced that. But there's my daughter screaming in the background. This is so I wanted to get into the simulation. Okay, so the greatest thing, or the biggest thing that's helped me so far is I was following the Abraham teachings for like the last 2.5 years, 3 years, and previously I had applied her teachings. She talks a lot about the law of attraction. And so I was doing that for the longest time, and I would have some like manifestations here and there, and it's mostly like feeling good, but probably like 4 or 5 months ago I was kind of like fed up. I'm tired of just like feeling good, and it's almost like I was masking it. And she does talk about the present reality being old news. It's like yesterday's newspaper, or it's like chewed up gum. And, she talked a lot about this same stuff. But for whatever reason, I couldn't grasp it. And I was just always trying to make myself feel good, even if I didn't feel good at the time. It's like, and anytime I didn't feel good, it's like then I would go into that thought stream, like, what the hell is going on? Why don't I feel good? And anytime something would happen that was quote unquote bad in my experience, I would look at that thing and I'd be like, what did I do to attract this? Like, how did I attract this? I'm doing everything that she's telling me to do. I've been feeling good I'm always feeling good. I'm doing the meditations. Why am I attracting this? And then so I finally got to the point where I'm like, I'm tired of it. This stuff doesn't work. And I just went into a spiral. And then about a month after that, I found Bruce Lipton, and he talks about, like, reprogramming the mind just by listening to recordings, like while you're falling asleep, and like affirmations and subliminals and stuff. So I did that for a little bit. Nothing was really happening, differently. Maybe for the first week there was a little change, but it was like I wasn't really seeing any progress. So then I felt further back, and I was kind of at like this hopeless spot up until 4 or 5 weeks ago. And I saw a video, actually not by Elmer, but by this guy. His name's Brendan. I forgot his last name, but it's Brendan, and he talks about the law of assumption. He's really good. And his videos were really good. And he that's where it started. And I started watching. I watched like 5 or 6 of his videos, and I really started focusing on just, like, he said 3D is dead. So this world, everything here is dead, and everything is coming from your mind. So this is just a projection of what's happening inside here. And so that really started to get the wheels turning, like, a little bit, and it opened me back up to it. Actually, it was like, okay, maybe there is hope. I was listening, but I was kind of like still in, depression and having those thoughts. And so it got me into the law of assumption a little bit. So different videos started popping up on my feed. And then one day Elmer popped up, and I started watching him, and, he's got a bald head. He's, jacked, I used to be more jacked than I am now. I was a personal trainer for years, so it was like his whole body type, just kind of like, I was like, all right, we kind of like have some things in common. And I started listening to him, and he said that this world is a simulation. And when he said that and started talking about how it's a simulation, I was hooked. He completely had my attention because, I had worked myself up to that point where I was open to it. And then it was like, Abraham used this phrase, Brendan used this phrase. And as soon as he said, this world's a simulation, everything clicked. And when I was able to see this as a simulation, I didn't take it seriously anymore. And that was the first step for me, because I was in that dark place, because I was taking everything so seriously. And, so it kind of opened me up. It was like a flower, like almost like kind of like starting to bloom. And so we fast forward to today, and I've been practicing. I've been watching all of his videos back to the last 10 months. Like I said, I just joined his school today. He has a school community. I'm a pretty good judge of character, and I can tell you, going back 10 months, all of his videos are congruent. He has the same energy from 10 months ago till, he just made a video, I think earlier today, sitting out on his deck of his beachfront condo. When, if you go back and you start to watch his videos, 3 years ago or 3.5 years ago, he was in prison. He had been in prison for 8.5 years. So, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm just getting into the fact that that's what these, so being where I was a month ago, and what I've experienced in terms of, there haven't been really many, I guess, physical or tangible manifestations as of yet. Okay, but I can feel that the person that I was a month ago, they've left the building. Okay. And this is a new person now. And if I can do that in 4 weeks, it's going to be amazing to see where I'm going to be at in 4 more weeks, moving forward and being this person now, and just constantly and consistently getting better every single day. All right. So that's what the channel is going to be about moving forward. It's going to be my journey using the law of assumption. So far, the exercises that I do every single night, I listen to Elmer has a video. His real name's David, by the way, but on YouTube, his link is Elmer O. Locker. I'll link it in the description below. But I listen to his Manifest Millions because I'm looking for financial freedom. I listen to Manifest Millions meditation, sleep meditation with headphones every single night. Every single night, I'm gently working myself into a feeling place where, I want to fall asleep and impress the subconscious mind. That's the ultimate goal. And then during the day, I'm doing his walking meditation that he has. Over the last 6 days, he suggested a gratitude crash course where the first day you write 10 things you're grateful for in the morning, 10 things you're grateful for in the evening. Second day, 20 things in the morning, 20 things in the evening for 7 days, and you move up in increments of 10. So I'm on day 6. I wrote 60 things that I was grateful for this morning. And I can tell you that this exercise does work, because whenever I'm by myself now and I'm not engaged with any activity, I just start looking around and I'm noticing all these things that I'm putting on my gratitude list. And instead of going into that thought, that negative thought stream that I used to go into, now I'm just automatically going into this gratitude stream where I'm just looking around and being grateful for stuff. But like I said, the biggest thing that has helped me is the simulation, because now when things happen that look quote unquote negative, or when people in my external world are reacting a certain way, I just say to myself, because I'll start to feel that, and I'm able to catch it. I've really been able to catch it, and that's why I wear this. I went out probably a week after I started listening to the videos. I ordered this on Amazon because I was like, I need to remember that this world is a simulation. Okay, so there's no better way for me than to just, every time I look in the mirror, it's a constant reminder for me that, you have the world in your mind, which creates the world that you see in your reality. All right, so that's it. Moving forward each day, I'm going to update how I'm feeling, what's happening in my world, and my manifestations as they come. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to keeping your attention and hopefully helping with my manifestations, so you can see, and it can crush any doubt that you may have, and also any remaining doubt that I may have. All right, I love you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. See you. Bye.